just feel like a lot of people were not saying the truth about relocating to UK. If you're sure that God has laid it in your heart to relocate, trust me, you're going to bloom. Every stage you are actually going to cry. Let me say, in a week, just dedicate like 3 days for crying. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video. My name is Chioma. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming. This is like a channel filled with good vibes. And if you're an OG on my channel, special thanks to you. See, you guys have no idea how appreciative I am of the love you all showed me in my absence. Like, a lot of people kept sending me messages. Oh, when are you coming back to YouTube? Why are you away from YouTube? See, I have all the answers and I'm going to be spilling everything here. But yes, let me first welcome you guys. Thank you for coming. And yeah, I'm sorry that I took the very abrupt break from YouTube because there was no prior notice. Like, I didn't even tell you guys that, oh, I'm going to be away from YouTube for this amount of time. I just went off. Okay, I think I posted my settling in video. That was the last video I posted, and then I just went off. And I never anticipated that was how it was going to be, because I always felt that I was going to be that YouTuber that was going to take you guys all through my journey, my relocation journey and everything, you know, all the hassles and all. But see, kudos to YouTubers that post videos back to back. It's not easy. Like, it's not easy something. I saw firsthand how difficult it is going through hurdles with relocation and still trying to carry people along. Like, it's a whole day's job. Okay, and I really appreciate everyone who checked in on me while I was away. Thank you so much. God bless you. This video is basically going to be a life update. Okay, yes, I'm back on YouTube in a very subtle manner though, because I don't know if I'm going to be posting as much as I was posting before. But yes, best believe that I'm back on YouTube. And yes, my husband is in town. Yes, my husband is here with me now. A lot has happened. A lot of good stuff have happened. You know, I have a job now. My husband came in about 2 weeks ago. He has a job now, a very good job. And we have our place now. See, a lot. Okay, but yeah, if this is something that you would like, see, I'm going to spill everything. Okay, but if this is something you would like to see, please don't click out, don't fast forward. Okay, just watch this video to the end. You might learn a thing or two. All right, catch ya. Welcome back, guys. So after I got into the UK and I posted my settling down video, I think I still did a couple of other vlogs that I did not post because I went into depression. Yes, I did go into depression, and it was crazy. So when I came to UK, before I came actually, people were like, oh, come to UK, everybody's going to UK, jobs are everywhere. When you come, the next day you start working, you know. And then I was watching a lot of YouTube videos at the time before I came. So I was just trying to like gather information as to how people settle in when they get to UK. Yeah, so I just feel like a lot of people were not saying the truth about relocating to UK. Don't get me wrong, if you're planning to come to UK, please come. If you're sure that God has laid it in your heart to relocate, trust me, you're going to bloom. No matter the hurdles you face, you are going to bloom. Just give yourself time, work hard, spend wisely, believe in yourself, and you're going to be successful. I kid you not. But you have to be ready to face the hurdles that come with relocation, because there are going to be hustles. Like, I mean, there are going to be hurdles, right? So as I was saying, I watched videos and just to have an idea of how I was going to settle that. My blood was hot that time. I was like, let me do fast and relocate, please. I can't wait to start taking pictures under the sun, you know, doing vlogs, doing real videos. And that time I even first came, I was very active on social media. Like, I was, you know, doing TikTok, trying to build my TikTok page and everything. Until I think the 5th day I got to UK, I was like, okay, let me go get my resident permit, because In UK, if you don't have a resident permit, you cannot do anything. You cannot even as much as open a bank account. So I was like, okay, let me go and get my resident permit. I got to the post office where I was supposed to get it from. I got there and they said my resident permit was not ready. Okay. I was wondering because in all the videos I had seen, once people get to UK, once they drop their bag, the next day they'll say, oh, I just got my resident permit, and then other people I had spoken to, it wasn't a big deal. So I was wondering why my own was taking so long, because they told me to come back in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Like, I almost cried. And if you remember, I landed at my family friend's place, which was like quite far from where we stay right now, like where my school is. So in my head, I'm like, 3 weeks. So what am I supposed to, what am I supposed to be doing within the 3 weeks? How am I supposed to earn? How am I supposed to make money? How am I supposed to work? My body was, in fact, that was the beginning of my problem. That BRP that I did not get on time. But anyways, so I went back, and then I didn't care. I was still looking for jobs. I started going on Indeed. I downloaded apps for jobs. I was just looking for jobs basically. And then I think I got my BRP on the 21st of January. So as at then, I was still applying for jobs. I had already done like a couple of interviews over the phone that I didn't get a call back. See, I was crying every day. I was basically crying every day. And the fact that my husband was not there with me, because things like this, trust me, you are going to need somebody to like lean on when things like this happen. In relocation, I always tell people, when you go with your partner, you guys should try to work as a team, because this place, you cannot do it alone. Trust me. I really doff hearts for people that come to another country on their own, like people who are not married, that do it on their own. Like you guys are really strong, I must say, because this place, you people, you need somebody. Trust me, you do need somebody. So fast forward to when I got my BRP, I also resumed school. I got my national insurance number, and then I started looking for a job. Now, this was where the second problem started. In UK, most jobs look for full-time, not students. Students can only work 20 hours per week. So if you are a student, you are most likely going to struggle with getting a job in the first 2 months after you settle in the UK. Trust me, this is not a curse. People are usually lucky, but let me say 70% of students usually find jobs like after 2 or 3 months after settling in the UK. They usually look for full-times, like full-timers. Those are the dependents who can work full-time. Another thing they look for are people who have UK experience. Like they don't want to know when you came. When you have the interview, even though you do well in the interview, the next thing they're asking you is, oh, do you have UK experience? And I mean, you can't even lie about that. And then you go, no, you don't have an experience. And like, oh, unfortunately, we can't take you except you have a UK experience. And then that one is gone. Then another thing I struggled with was, having my driver's license. So I did not come in with my international driver's license, but my husband brought that anyways. But that was another thing that they were asking for. So if you're planning to relocate to the UK, you might want to do an international driver's license, because there are a lot of care jobs that you'd like to apply to, and then they will need you to have an international driver's license. Even if you don't have a car, they just want to know that you can drive. They just want to know that you have plans to get a car, right? So it is advisable for you to come in with your international driver's license. So a lot of all these things I did not know about, right? A lot of all these things I did not know about. Then the care jobs, which happen to be the, like, should I say rampant jobs in the UK. Before you can do a care job, there's something you need to do, which is called DBS. Now this DBS is more like a police check, a police report stating, like, checking if you have any criminal convictions here in the UK. So most times, before you get a care job, you are usually asked, do you have a DBS? I did not know about this, okay? I did not know about this. I was just applying for care jobs. I was just applying. Look, I did not, should I say I didn't do my research? I don't even know what to call it, but the whole issue was just getting to me. and I was just at the point very frustrated. Now I resumed school. Going from where I was staying at the time to school was another expense for me. For somebody who wasn't even working, I wasn't earning, I wasn't working. I sometimes going to school, I have to spend going and coming almost 60 something pounds on train per day. Yes. And I usually had classes 3 times a week. So imagine spending that amount of money per day just to go to school and go back home. That was another problem, right? So I started thinking of getting a place. Now that wasn't even in the plan, because my husband and I had an agreement. Like, we just planned that, okay, I'll stay with my family friend until he's ready to come in, and then I'll quickly look for a place and then we'll move in. That was the plan. But when I told him how the situation was and how much I was spending on train, we both agreed that it was time to get a place, even if he wasn't coming at the time. So I started actively looking for an accommodation in Derby, which is actually like where we stay permanently for now. Now, looking for a job. Looking for accommodation. I did not have a job. I did not have a job. Okay, so I was just, and in this place, before you get a place, you have to be working. You have to show them that you can pay your rents. So I was already wondering, like, how was I going to do this? Like, I was basically always thinking and everything. It was crazy. It was crazy. If you're coming into the UK, best believe that, see, every stage you are actually going to cry. Let me say, in a week, just dedicate like 3 days for crying, because it is not going to be easy. Even as strong as I am, or as strong as I think I am, trust me, I broke down a couple of times. And that's why I'm so grateful for my husband, because it takes a man that understands you to be able to tolerate you in that period. Not even tolerate, but to be able to understand that, okay, this is not who you are. Because a lot of times I was lashing out at him and all of that, all because I was not in the right frame of mind. But yeah, finally, I got a job, I got a place, and my husband got his visa. See, everything happened in a space of 1 month. Yeah. We're in April now. My husband came in March. I got my BRP in January. So you can imagine, all of these things happened in the space of between January to April. Or let me say between January to March, because this is like 5th of April, thereabouts. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's 5th or 6th of April. So everything happened in the space of 3 months. Let me just say 3 months. It has been blissful these few weeks. Thank God we're settling in nicely now. Things are getting better by the day. My husband has gotten a job. My husband came in on the 25th or 26th of March, and he started working this week. He just resumed like fully on Monday. Yeah, on Monday this week. Today is Saturday. Today is Friday. He just resumed on Monday. Things have been amazing. I've been working. He's working now. We have our place, and I can only say thank you to God, because see, the way I'm even saying it now, the way I'm smiling, it's been crazy. The main reason why I went out of YouTube was because I realized that I'm very big on this adage, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, and I don't like to deceive myself. I don't like to lie to myself. YouTube is something that I do from the depth of my heart. Like it is something that I know that I have great passion and calling for. But this relocation sort of shook me in a way that I never envisaged. I've been through some stuffs in life, and I came out and I was like, it's nothing. But this relocation journey, you know when you have to start from the barest minimum, like this scratching the surface again. It is not a day's job. You have to be very, very strong. You have to be very determined. You have to be very motivated. If not, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that was why I was away from YouTube. A lot of people, I wish I could mention names, but I think I'm just going to do a general things. There are a lot of people that were reaching out to me, when I wasn't even working. A lot of my friends, my colleagues, my family members, a lot of people showed care, showed concern, I see, you guys have no idea. You have a special place in my heart, like a very special place in my heart, because these are the people that just kept encouraging me and holding my hand and telling me, do you know what, it's fine, you've got this, you're a strong girl, you've been through worse, okay? You've been through worse and you came out, so don't worry about it. Things will get better. And I'm really grateful for these people. I'm really, really grateful for these people. Maybe one of these days my husband is going to come on here, because we'll probably do a video, you know, then he'll probably talk about his relocation journey, how he feels about getting to the UK, how he feels about working in UK. And yeah, so that's it. There are a couple of questions that I had from my previous videos which I'll probably be addressing, because I know that a lot of people are trying to relocate to UK. You people need to come prepared. Come, like, when I say prepared, financially, mentally, physically, psychologically, socially, in fact everything. Just come prepared, because it's not a walk in the park. It is not a walk in the park. And another advice I'm going to also give you is, if you are someone who is, if you're an introvert, you are not going to go places if you relocate, because in as much as you're an introvert, you need to try to open up. You need to try to talk to people. Communication is key in UK. Information is power in this place. One information alone can change your life. So if you're not ready to mingle, if you're not ready to talk to people, just sit back in Nigeria or sit back in any country that you are in, because I assume I'm not talking to only Nigerians. So if you know that you are not ready to mingle, to talk to people, just sit back, because then why are you coming? Because in this place you are definitely going to need people. You cannot do it alone. That's just it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I was able to, you know, touch your hearts. I'm apologizing again. I'm sorry for staying away from YouTube for so long, and I hope that you forgive me, and I hope that you understand why.
Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.
As much as
did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Send message after message, forward my call. Next day you hit me back like nothing happened at all. What